Once you realized that you were a female, you felt that you were a female and you were in the wrong body, the first thing you did was do something that does not make someone a female, right? That you just were like, I'm gonna get boobs. So that to me shows a tremendous immaturity, right? Now, when other women do this, they're just like, I want to look like Kim Kardashian. This is a trend. Da, da, da,
But
da.
why am
But they're
I
not
not
doing it
fast?
because they're going, I'm not a woman. You get what I'm
No, I
saying?
get it, but
what's
it
the
is though,
difference?
because my best friend literally got implants because she, and I quote, she was like, I feel like a boy because I've got no boobs.
Some women
That's
want
literally
bigger
what she
breasts, and some
said.
people I don't mind little breasts or big breasts, but women want to
And
go
that's
get
what they say.
Right, but
so-
they're doing
They
that
attach it
because
to masculinity.
it's. But you're saying masculinity and femininity are two different things.
Right.
They don't attach it to whether or not they are in fact they would never go to the doctor and say, if I don't get these boobs,
Right.
I'm a male.
No, but
right?
I didn't
you
think
did
that. I was talking about aesthetically pleasing. That was my point.
But that,
like, oh my gosh, I love that.
Well, that
want
one's,
the breasts
yeah, that's
feel
fine.
like
That's fine. I just want.
Hey, we back with another reaction. It's a little different. I kind of want to start jumping into getting into like serious conversations. I kind of want to do like politics. I mean, I have a wealth of knowledge. I can talk about a lot of different things, but I know many people have their feelings about Candace. I have my feelings about Candace, but at the end of the day, I call a spade a spade. When she say the truth, I agree with it. When she don't, I don't agree with it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just how I roll. In this situation, I think she was completely right. I think Ray J was completely wrong. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, I know this like 2 months late, but hey, we still got to get into it. You feel me? I don't know why I ain't get into it later on. I mean, before, but yeah. But put y'all cash up in the comments. Y'all know how I do, man. But hey, let's get into the video, fam.
To say this,
But
that
it's
to
never a
me
costume.
is to me that's a costume, and that's why I call, and this is why I feel that it's woman face. It's an idea. It's like this is what I believe women are, because I'm scrolling through, and I'm giving you a modern example. Obviously, Instagram was not around when you were doing this. I'm scrolling through Instagram, and I think that the hottest girl on Instagram is Sophia Richie. So what do I have to do to look like Sophia Richie, and that's going to make me a woman? That to me is woman face, right? That doesn't make, so yes, you're saying there's aesthetics to it, and that is the reason why you will see women all.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Candace Owens kind of straight, bro. Like, you feel me? Candace look good, bro. Hey, I know how y'all feel, but hey, Candace one of them ones. You hear me?
Across LA, it's like
Exactly.
standard practice.
For me, it was
they will
the
get there. It's
Yeah,
but it's
I
the
mean,
aesthetic.
different
of it.
countries like different things too.
exactly, for me, once again, because I can only speak from a personal point of view, it was the aesthetic of it. Just like my girlfriend, like I stated, that's how she felt as a born female. But the costume for me, because you're using that, and that is something that gets thrown around in our community, I want to specify how I see the costume, because I actually agree with that terminology, and I hate when people treat being trans like a costume, because they do it, but it's just not in that scenario. A costume to me is how I specified before, where people are going around saying I'm trans and they want to reap the benefits of being a trans, let's say, activist, or getting jobs as a trans spokesperson, whatever it may be. And then you see them at the corner store and it's like literally like, whoa, did you detransition overnight? That's what I see as a costume.
So they went back to being.
Well, it's just what she said. It can be a costume, but for me, this isn't a costume. I can't rip it all off. I know I'm in glam now because I love glam, and, you know, I like to feel and look good, smell good, whatever. But at home, no makeup on, hair up in a bun, is giving woman. It's giving what it is.
Okay, so
it's not a.
So she said that basically it's not a costume, but there are trans people who treat it as a costume, like, oh, they might go somewhere and they still got a beard or something. Like, man, that's what she said. But that's really a contradiction, because they are the ones that teach you are what you think you are. Am I lying? They the ones that think, oh, if you want to call yourself they is whatever you want to identify as, that's what you are. But she, as a trans woman, says, well, this person dress and look this way, but she's not trans, but they're saying that they're trans. So I'm confused. See, this is the whole thing. When boundaries start to get bent, you really don't know which way to go. That's why we got to have some type of structure, right? When the boundaries disappear, now things could just fall in the deep end. You know, it started out as trans. Oh, if I think I'm a woman, I'm a woman. And then it goes to, oh, if I think I'm a tree, I'm a tree. And then it just get worse and worse and worse to the point to where it's just no coming back. So it's like, where is the boundary? Where does the boundary lie? You know what I'm saying? So obviously I'm not for it. I believe what I believe. And I stand on what I stand on. You feel me? And ain't nothing changing that. You feel me?
Costume for
You
me.
genuinely believe that you're a woman?
100%. Do I think I'm a born female biological woman? Absolutely not. I'm a trans woman, and I'm well aware that I'm not a biological woman. And I want to make that statement very loud.
That's a good...
Because that's where it gets crossed, and where I think trans people need to come to the table is understanding that and letting biological women know that we're well aware we're trans women. And if people are out there saying anything otherwise, that's something that I don't want to back.
Right?
Because
so now we're bridging the gaps.
Right.
Now we're bridging the gap, Candace.
Yeah, I'm well aware of
Now
who
we're
I am
getting
and what I
somewhere with
am.
this.
Do you, Ray J, believe that Danielle is a woman?
Yes. I've never once, even every time we talk, I've
Yeah.
always said, Danielle, that's what it is. Like, and all of my friends.
She's not a woman. She was born a man. Well, he was born a man. You can't defy biology, bro. Just because you think you are whatever you are, you feel me? You was born a man. You can't have a baby naturally. You can't because you're not a woman. That's something a woman only can do. That's why I feel like I think more women should be angry that you got men taking up space in their arena of just being a woman. You got big burly men coming into y'all bathrooms. I think y'all should be upset. You got men coming into y'all sports. The women should be upset about this. Literally. You know what I'm saying?
That are in the community. I mean, we have a whole agency, right? Shout out to Tarad and Dumpin' D. It's the full agency, right? And then we have the girls club, right? So there's different layers and different
Gagency? What is he on? What type time this man? This man said gagency, bro. What?
different things that people like to do in their world that they like to be outside of work. But when we all come to work, everybody's on time, everybody's on point. What happens after work? I mean, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? I could only imagine what some of my other friends do, some of my boom operators and camera guys, they real freaks, right? So who knows what they doing? All I know is that when we did the girls club, we shot it in Agora Hills.
Yeah.
It was a lot of intense drama. You know, everybody was trying to tell their story. So it got really dramatic, and it was a lot of like physical altercation. So we had to call another security team in. Security team got there, and the security team ended up falling in love with all the girls there. So they never left. So the security team would hang out with the girls after the set. And when it was 8 o'clock call time, they just got out the bed and went to work, got dressed, right? Because everybody started locking in. And that showed me that, you know, people after work and people in their own time is going to love doing what they do.
So I just want to be clear. Danielle, I think you're a very kind person. You're a very open person. I'm just so happy that you're willing to have this discussion. But Ray J, when you say that you believe...
And shout out to the security team.
You believe that Danielle is a woman. You believe that I am a woman.
I believe, like she said,
Yeah.
she's a trans woman.
Okay.
And she made it very clear that they understand the difference. But if somebody
what is the difference? That's what I'd like you to answer, Ray J. Ray J.
What is the difference? Well, I would say what's the difference is what you have, like what's on you. You know what I mean? And there is.
He don't know. He know, but he just don't want to say it. You can make it this simple. Candace Owens can have kids. She can't. Candace Owens got ovaries. He don't. Very simple. Biology, science. I mean, you can't defy that. It's just logic. Simple logic.
really no difference but what your preference is outside of work, outside of us coming together and doing what we need to do to finish the goal at hand.
No, but what is the difference between me and Danielle?
She's a trans woman and you're a
And the biology.
biological woman. Is that the word? Yeah, because I'm getting educated every day on it, right?
Ray asked a lot of
But
questions.
you're getting educated on speech rather than being educated on what you know to be right and
Well,
wrong.
no, I know. Well, not right and wrong. I just know what's the difference.
So if you have to differentiate, and I'm glad that you are, because I do think that that's much more respectful than where a lot of people are coming from, who self-identify as transgendered. But if you have to delineate, if you have to say, I'm a trans woman and Candace is a woman, then that necessarily means that we are not the same, right? We are something different.
I think everybody is different. Every human is different.
Yeah.
Nobody's the same.
Yeah, I agree.
Nobody's
And I
the
feel
same.
like even I wanted to double on that point is with intersex, let's be honest, a lot of people just back in the day used to say hermaphrodite and now it's known as intersex. Hermaphrodite and then now grammatically correct is intersex.
Grammatically correct?
Yeah, and I'm learning too, mind you, because I had to learn what intersex
Because
was.
hermaphrodite is when you got
When you're born with basically both organs or XY chromosomes mixed and things like that. So it's not just I'm going to take a hormone, it's actually the way you're born.
So what does that mean?
So that basically it makes the topic of trans actually more complex because a lot of people now that are intersex identify under the trans umbrella. So it can get very tricky in conversation because one point I wanted to make is that I have often wondered, and maybe we could film this one day because I actually don't know, but my family have actually pulled me aside and said based on the way I look, move in my whole journey, that they wanted to get a test to see if I was actually intersex because it would make more sense with my whole journey, the way I look and the way that my life has unfolded. But it's a very expensive test from
Wait,
what I've
there
heard,
might
and
be
I never
another
had that done.
chromosome?
Yeah. So that's what...
And to be clear...
Yeah, and that's when it does start to change because as you can imagine, and even from a religious standpoint, because I've had this conversation with Christian women before, does that then make it different because it's actually is how you're born versus a lot of people saying it's a choice?
Yes.
But like, Candace, we might be missing a chromosome. Like there might be
I
a
might be, and I don't
you know what I'm
even
saying?
know.
There
I
might
need
be
to- I
one
need to-
chromosome missing in certain humans
I would
that
love
we
to
ain't
do
paying
the
attention
test.
to. That's why we bridging the gap today.
All right, guys, some exciting news. We just launched our...
All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. Just tell me what y'all think about that video in the comments, and what y'all think about the whole situation. Because at the end of the day, we can all come together and have a conversation, even if we disagree. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, I believe they had a respectful conversation, and we should be able to conversate about politics without getting angry. And that's what I want to start bringing to the channel as well. I want to add that as a segment to the channel. We can bring some political stuff in here for y'all. Just start diversifying it a little bit, and just start having more fun. But yeah, tell me what y'all think about that. And but I'm gonna just stand on what I stand on. Like you have a male. It is a male and a female. That's it. You either born one. That's just that. Ain't no 20, what they say is 30 genders. No, but come on, bro. We got to establish boundaries. We got to have a boundary, man. Because it can just fly off the deep end so quick. You feel me? But thank you guys for watching the video. See you guys next video. Always remember, be safe out there, kings. Let's get it.